Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a rig in preparation for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video we're going to be doing some surf fishing. We're going to be targeting Pompano out in the kind of in the troughs and past the first sandbar, and then we're going to be doing a little flounder fishing while we wait on the Pompano rigs to go off. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to teach y'all how to make a Pompano rig. So a Pompano rig, essentially you'll have a weight, then you'll have two hooks that hang off the main line, and then you'll have a swivel. Those hooks generally have these floats off of them, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you're going to want to go ahead, and I like to start at the top. You tie whatever knot you want here. Make sure it's a good one. I tie an improved clinch with 6 wraps. That's where you go through, back, and bite that and pull. Make sure you wet the line with some saliva so that knot gets nice and tight. And you have your improved clinch. We're going to go down. I'm going to make a wrap. See that? Kind of like the start of a uni knot. You're going to take free running end and you're going to go through that wrap 4 times. You can go 5 or 6. That works too. And what you're left with is this kind of circle wrap right there. So that's the first step. Next step is going to be going halfway, and then you're going to split that. See? And then you're going to take this side of the circle and go through that split. Now I'm doing it on camera. If you're not doing it on camera, it makes it a lot easier. And you're going to pull. And as you pull, you get basically the typical knot that you'd find on any of your Pompano rigs. I'm going to pull it off camera to tighten it down, but basically you're going to pull both of the ends, and then you're going to pull up. And what you're left with, kind of this T, you have your swivel off the main line, comes down to this, and that's where you're going to hang your hook. But first, what we're going to do, we're going to try and pinch this real small, because we're going to have to get that through the bullet float. And you want these bullet floats to be kind of tight. Right, so now you have your first dilemma. Do you want to put the bullet float fat side to the hook, or do you want to put the bullet float skinny side to the hook? I actually prefer skinny side to the hook because for some reason, I feel like fat side of the hook interferes with the bite. If they bite like this, then their mouth can slide off onto the hook easier. That's my logic. It's probably BS, but that's what we're going to go with. And then you just got to work it in there. The tighter the better on this, though, to be honest. Because then you can pull it down to the hook and it holds the hook in place. And it pops right on through, right there. And then what you do is you pull that all the way to the end. And then you grab your hooks. I like to use a 1/0, like I said. Circle hooks. I find that those Pompano hooks that you get, the weird shaped J ones, they're not necessary in my opinion, but you know, who am I? And then I think we all can figure out what's going to happen here. Just push that through and come around. Now I like to do this with the hook facing up, and that keeps the bait kind of straight out. If you did it the other way, what you'd have is the hook would sit like this, and then I feel like it'd be harder to bite. Again, my preference, just me. Some people like to pull this up over the eyelet. Again, I find that makes no difference. Bring it down, and then you have your first hook on the Pompano rig. And this is going to be where usually what I'll do is I'll put a fish bite followed by a live, I prefer live, sand flea. Then we just do that again, another 10 inches down. And then where we do that, we're going to want to make sure we have another 8 or 10 inches below that for the hook, or for the weights. So we'll do that again. Make you a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that last one got it. I'm doing all this looking through the camera, so. And then that's same thing we did last time. We're going to come to the middle of all these wraps. You got all these wraps up here. You come to the center, open that up, and you put the circle through it. I'm just now realizing if I look over the camera, it's easier. And pull. You can make them a little longer, you can make them a little shorter. I prefer to make them just about 2.5 inches, maybe 3 at most. I don't really feel that doing it longer does anything except for help you tangle up. And once again, just pop that right through there. Sometimes these are a little difficult. So what you can do is you can find a knife or a hook or something to kind of open that up a little bit. That didn't work, so let's go with a knife. And that'll help it start at least. Now I find sitting in front of the TV doing this makes the time fly. Doing this on a camera is a little difficult. Sitting down just doing this does not take very long at all. You have 2 or 3 of these rigs done in a few minutes. So now we've got 2 of our hook danglers. And the last thing I do is I just tie the weight on. A lot of people like to use clips and slips and all those, but I just tie it on. Once again, my improved clinch. And now you have a very effective pompano rig. Let's see if I can't zoom out and stretch it out for you to see. Alright, and then you throw that as far as you can throw it behind the sandbar, and these little bad boys will float your hooks up with whatever you got on there. And that's your pompano rig. Alright, I'll see you guys out on the beach tomorrow for testing these out.